Hi guys, hope everyone is doing well. So with all this extra time, you might actually start riding a little bit more, working your horses a little bit more than maybe they are used to, because you've got a lot of spare time. So that might lead to some issues with maybe catching your horse. I recently had two clients who both had the same issue where their horses actually got a little bit aggressive towards them when they tried to catch them. Now, because I can't come out to you guys, I won't be showing you what I would normally do in terms of pressure and release of pressure, but there's another way which is quite simple to teach the horse how to actually enjoy being caught again. All right, I hope that helps. All right, so kind of focused on myself when I set up the camera. So everything is going to be a little bit out of focus. So I'm going to show you how you can teach your horse to actually enjoy being caught. I'm just doing it in a small yard with Clover. She hasn't actually done this before. She's actually pretty easy to catch. But I figure it wouldn't hurt to teach her to do this and show you guys in the process too. So we're using positive reinforcement. In this case, I'm using clicker training, which means that I'm going to give a little treat, and I'm going to use a secondary reinforcer, which is the click, and I do that with my tongue. So I make this noise, and then I give her a treat when she gives me the correct behavior. So what I'm trying to teach her is I'm trying to get it to touch the head collar initially, and every single time she touches the head collar, I give a little click, and then I give a treat. So initially it's just going to be the touching of the head collar. So as you can see, I'm just holding it out. I'm not actually forcing it on her. I'm just holding it out there, and when she touches it, I give a click and a treat. So later on I will progress a little bit further, but at this stage, she's lost a little bit of focus there, but it's okay. She's just at dinner, so she's not too interested in treats, and they're unloading hay over there. So that makes it that I'm just touching her and go, hey, come on, pay attention. So again, now she's started putting her nose a little bit more into the head collar. So I'm trying to sort of shape the behavior a little bit now, to get her to put her nose into the head collar rather than just touching it. Some horses might take a little bit longer. Sometimes you just have to get them to touch the head collar for a little while. So there you just saw that she put her nose in, and I gave her a click and a treat, and I immediately took it off as well. She's you've got some treats. So she's quite good with the treats. Like, she might be looking for them, but she's never been very aggressive towards food. If you've got a horse that is aggressive towards food, this might not necessarily be the best way to do it, but for most horses you're probably all right. So they could see she actually put her nose in pretty much, and I could just sort of put the whole head collar over her nose. So I'm just waiting there. I'm just sort of jiggling a little bit so it catches her eye. She's figured out that putting her nose in actually does mean get a treat, but there's some other stuff going on in the yard, so she's losing focus a little bit there. So there I'm just waiting. There we go. Got in. Put it over. So I gave a click when she put her nose in, put it over, and then I'm going to give her the treat. So this is just you almost have to see it as a little bit of a game rather than really forcing your horse to put their nose into the head collar. Just wait. Again, she's lost a little bit of focus there. I'm just waiting. Jiggling it around a little bit. He's like, oh, nah, there's something else there. Like I said, normally I probably would have done this before. I would have given her food, but I already had a ride, and I'd already given her some food, and then she just chucked it, so put her nose in, and again, tighten it, gave her a treat. Take it off again, and let's see if we can get that again. She's more focused on the foot over there rather than the head collar, so I'm not giving her any treats when she does that. So I'm just waiting, going, nah, wrong behavior, not actually doing anything. I'm not punishing her for that either. At the moment she puts her nose in, that's when she'll get the treat. Yeah, and there she dropped it in. So I gave her a click, put it up, and then I gave her a treat. So by using the click, you can give the reward a little bit later. She's already been trained with clicker training, so she knows that the click means that a treat is coming. Which means that I don't have to sort of actually start the target training. So if you've never done clicker training before, you might just actually want to do the target training, and it's probably going to take a little while longer than it is in this video. So this probably takes me about 6 minutes for her to actually get it. So, and there she just really chucked it in, and there we go. Alright, so she did that pretty well. I left it at that for the day. I just ended up with getting her to give me a kiss and a little bit of a smile, which you can't see because those are the tricks she's already learned. So it's sort of nice to end with that. Okay, so I hope that was interesting. So yeah, when you want to try and do this, see if you can try and get the horse to touch that collar first, give a little click, give it a little treat. You can use anything from apples, carrots. I tend to just use some pellets of a normal hard feed. She's used to that. Someone else tends to give her the good treats, not me. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. You can post in the comments or you can send me a message. And I'm more than willing to answer any questions that you've got. What you can also do if you're struggling a little bit with getting it right is make some video material and send it to me, and I can sort of see where you're going wrong. I'm not an expert in doing clicker training. What I'll do is I'll post some links below so you can make sure that there's, if you want to read up on some stuff, you can read up on that. There's some great clicker trainers around. Most of it is probably focused on dogs, but there's a few trainers that focus on clicker training with horses. So yeah, have a look at that. I hope that was helpful, and hopefully I'll see you next time.